Well, hey YouTube! So today guys, we go back here with a new video and a new series for you. Today we have a review of Palantir, ticker PLTR guys. This is meant to be a very basic overview. I'm going to refrain from using many numbers at all. I'm going to be very quick and very to the point with my review here of Palantir guys. As a disclaimer, I do own Palantir myself. So take that for what it is. But let me tell you what I think about it, guys. If you don't know what Palantir is, it's essentially a company that takes data sets. Usually this data sets are in something called data silos, which just means the data has been fragmented. Usually larger companies, the government of the United States and international governments too, and major companies like GM and Ford, for example. A lot of these companies have all this data, and it's all over the place. You need software that kind of brings everything together. It utilizes the power of AI, but it also just uses big data to interpret this information. That's perfectly a good way to describe Palantir, guys. So essentially, it takes all this data that's siloed between all these different places, puts it into a form that can be readable and understandable, then can be used to enhance and improve the data set over time. For example, let's say your company loses some money, and having all this data together paints a picture of why. Maybe you're throwing out too many things. Now that you have this information in a very user-friendly UI and all that stuff, you can take it and make changes to help improve your company. That's kind of what Palantir is all about, guys. The eclectic CEO, Alex Karp, he is a visionary in my opinion. I've listened to many interviews from this dude, and I love what he has to say. I love the business model. They're almost monopolistic control of a government business too. They own so many government contracts with the U.S. Navy, the Army and Space Force, everything, man. Palantir is a huge grapple hold, which over time could definitely be challenged by other companies. There's plenty of companies in the space, I'm not going to lie, but I do think they have a very comfortable moat in that space. So I am a big fan of Palantir, guys. The price these days is about 13 to 14 bucks these days. Last time I checked the marketplace, obviously it could change at a drop of a hat. The peak of it, what was it, in the 40s or something, guys? And honestly, I did my buying in the low 20s, and I really am a big fan of Palantir. I do like the company a lot. I do think they do a lot of things right. I do think in the long term it will become a very safe but also very profitable and enjoyable stock over time. But for now, they don't make any money. But I do think eventually, yes, dilution is definitely a problem, guys. They've been printing shares like crazy as essentially share compensation for keeping the very talented employees that work at Palantir, and I do think that's a problem. Although those numbers have begun to drop over time, there's not as much share purchasing as what there used to be. So that is a good sign that they're realizing that there has to be a balance there, because if you dilute the shareholders too much, people like me and you who are buying it, small people like us, we're not going to make any money. No one's going to make any money in the end. So it's a very fine line. I do think Alex Karp and the team at Palantir will figure it out. I'm a big fan of everything Palantir does. I do think they're going to continue to grow in that private sector and also the public sector too. I do think both places, they have a good stranglehold on the government contracts, but the private businesses, all that stuff, I do think they have a way to go. But their products, they have Gotham. I think Gotham is doing a great job. Also, Foundry is also doing a great job as well, monopolizing or taking over other industries that they haven't in the past fully capitalized. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that private enterprises, how that growth is over time. But they've been making great progress, and I think Foundry is really the one that targets the private businesses. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, overall, guys, I'm a big fan. I'm gonna be probably buying some more, and I'm gonna be at least holding my position for now. Although price action has been pretty volatile recently. You guys can do whatever you want. This is not me giving you financial advice. This is me telling you what I think about the stock. And let me know if you guys like this new series. It's something I'm really, really passionate about. I'm a big fan of Palantir. I'm a big fan of talking about stocks. I spend a lot of my free time these days talking about stocks and all that stuff. So let me know if this is something you want to see more of. But in the meantime, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, favorite, put on the notification bell, turn off your ad block, guys. And if you want to support me and you want to make a Robinhood account, I'll give you a link to make a Robinhood account, and that will give me a free stock. I would really appreciate it, especially because this is a whole new series, and I don't know, maybe nobody will watch it. Maybe everyone will unsubscribe from me and move on with their life, because this is a little bit different than what the content I typically produce on the show is. But this is something I really am passionate about, and hopefully you guys can see that. And let me know what you guys think about this series. I would love to hear your opinion. Really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you, and bye.